people, and welcome back to another Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction video. I cannot believe I'm one episode away from being episode 40. 40 episodes into this anime? Crazy, right? And it's like in the 60s. We're in like the last half of this anime. I'm actually kind of sad. I don't really want it to end. Luckily, we've still got a while to go, so that's nice. I've really enjoyed this. I really have. It started off as an anime I didn't think I was gonna like, and every single episode since the first episode, I've just fallen in love with it. And I love it every single reaction, I love it a little bit more. It's crazy. It really is one of the best anime I've ever seen. It's so enjoyable, the character's fantastic, and I'm just rooting for the Elric brothers, and I have been from day one. So, I'm gonna stop talking. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, and you want to show us some support, press that subscribe button. It's free. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 39.
Tell me something, Kimberly. Do you remember when we first met? It seems we've changed places. You shouldn't be so confident.
The thing is, my money would be on Scar in this fight if Kimberly didn't have the Philosopher's Stones.
Kimberly, damn you! Tell me why? Why is WINRY here? We finally got Scar cornered, and now he's taking her hostage because of you!
Stand aside.
What are you doing? Stop! Stop this now, Crimson Alchemist! Can't you see WINRY's up there with him? I won't let you attack!
Why can't you just stay out of the way? Not so fast, Ishvallen! No, wait! It's much too dangerous to get close to the building. Fall back!
A snowstorm! Hurry!
It's so weird, my feelings for Kimberly, man. It's so strange. Like, I don't know why. I saw it'd be really cool if he becomes good in the end. Cause like that's the kind of character that's like how I feel about him. It's like I kind of want him to become good. You know, I like that he's bad, but I'd like to see this arc where it like turns out he's like the key to saving everybody. Like I just really like Kimberly.
That was a convincing performance.
It wasn't a performance. I'm every bit as angry as I sounded back there. I feel so worthless, having to put on this stupid charade.
Why? Why did you kill my mother and father?
There's nothing I can say that won't sound like an excuse. And nothing can change the fact that I am responsible for their deaths. I killed them. Young girl, you have every right to pass judgment on me.
Your arm. You'll die if we don't bandage it.
WINRY?
Quiet, Ed. I think...
She is her parents' child after all. Her parents literally stayed fighting to protect and look after people until they died. Looks like WINRY's got a little bit of that in her too.
I think this is what my parents would have wanted. Mom and Dad saved his life before, after all. There has to be a reason for that.
Does that mean you're forgiving me?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't forgive your wanton murdering.
WINRY.
It's all right. I won't cry. Didn't I promise that the next time I cried, they would be tears of joy?
Listen, Scar. No matter what WINRY says, I still want to beat you bloody and drag you down to the Rockbell family grave to pay your respects.
Should we contact headquarters, sir?
Yes. Major Miles, wasn't it? Can I ask you something?
What?
Earlier you said I was one of your people.
That's right. I'm part Ishvalan on my grandfather's side. I wish we didn't have to meet like this, red-eyed brother of mine.
How can you bring yourself to be part of the Amestrian military?
I love that. I love that. That's like when I meet any American. And you Americans watching this, you know what I mean. You meet any American ever, and you go, "Hey, where you from?" And they go, I'm part Dutch on my great-great-grandfather's side. Or, I'm part Irish on my flip. It's like, you're just American. Say you're American. Why is every American not from America? 200 years ago, they're from somewhere else.
My objective is to work from the inside to change how the people of this country view the people of Ishval.
I love you, by the way. I love you, Americans. Don't ever change.
I don't think that great a task will be easy to accomplish.
Who knows how long it will take. But still, my mixed blood gives me a slight advantage at least. I'm an Ishvalan pebble tossed into the ocean of the Amestrian military. Maybe in time, the ripples I create will become great waves. And do you want to know what the most ironic part about it is? It was an Amestrian who set me on this path in the first place.
Just realized how much the Ishvalans are like the 86. Huh. Interesting.
Look at me.
Wait, do you say...
It was an Amestrian who set me on this path in the first place.
Okay.
Look at me. I am a festering wound of hatred born of the Great Ishvalan War. I am thankful that there is someone like you out there.
Major.
Copy. Major Miles here. We captured Scar. We're holding him in Area D. Inform Kimberly. Whatever the circumstances may be between us, I cannot let you go. You must accept judgment. Hold on! Who's there?
May!
Dr. Marco!
Please don't take Scar as your prisoner. We need him.
Yeah, the Elric brothers should know this anyway. They need Scar to translate the documents. They've all been told this information.
This doesn't look good. The weather's changing.
The clouds are moving fast. A storm's on its way.
Hurry then. Deciphering notes, huh?
Yes, it's groundbreaking research that tries to fuse Amestrian alchemy and Shingi's alchemy.
But all of the important parts are unreadable, written in ancient Ishvalan. Scar's the only one who can make sense of it. Don't you see? So you're the alchemy girl, huh? I have orders to bring you back to the fort.
Me? But what do they want with me?
Don't worry, you'll receive a warm welcome, I'm sure. Well, let me think here. Scar needs to be kept free. And it would be just as bad if they found out that Dr. Marco was here as well. All right. I think it might be best if we took you back to Fort Briggs to hide you from senior military staff.
Hold on, what are you saying? You mean we're bringing that monster with us?
We need to decipher those notes, right, Elric?
There's not a damn thing I want that guy's help with.
Oh, Ed, you need
Just
to
hand
chill
him
out,
over
man.
to Kimberly.
The transmutation circle. The one this country was formed to make.
Listen to Major Miles, Ed. Listen to Major Miles. That guy knows what he's talking about, alright? The greater good. The greater good. Now, I know you're pissed, but it's WINRY's. Don't be pissed on WINRY's behalf, alright? Too many people get angry on other people's behalf these days. I'm offended on this person's behalf. No, alright? If that person is fine with it, then you need to swallow, and you need to be fine with it.
I heard all about it from General Armstrong. We know something's about to happen that will affect all of Amestris and its people. We need to know what the notes say. That's more important than anything else.
Damn straight, Miles. Damn
I heard
straight.
they're using the Rockbell girl as a hostage against you. If we act now, we can disgrace Kimberly and find someplace to hide her where they can't touch her. Listen up, Scar. If you're willing to work with us, I'll postpone your judgment day. Well?
It doesn't look like you're going to give me any other choice. Yes, I'll help you decode the notes.
I have your word on that.
You do, I swear on my Ishvallen blood. You can trust me, my red-eyed brother.
We have a deal, then. My apologies, Miss Rockbell. You'll have to wait a while before we can punish your parents' killer.
Fine.
Right, I almost forgot about these two freaks of nature. Dispose of them.
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second!
Wait! You don't have to kill them!
I see no reason to let them live. Kill them.
No! A life is a life! What better reason do you need than that?
Showing us mercy, how adorable.
You're just a sentimental fool. We didn't ask for your help, did we?
Look at these bodies. What kind of future can we have? If you're gonna kill us, do it!
I don't understand. Don't you have families? Loved ones?
Sure we do.
But as soon as we got these bodies, they were all told that we were dead. And to them, we are.
Don't you want to see them again?
Even if we did, how could we go back to them like this?
So you don't want to get your original bodies back then? You're content the way you are now, is that it?
No, how could we be?
Of course we want our true bodies back!
There's your answer. I don't want to hear a bunch of fatalistic nonsense. Why not live and learn whether there's a chance of getting your bodies back?
How could you possibly know what we're going through?
And what chance do we have of going back?
Well, I'm going back. No matter how long it takes, I'm not giving up.
I wonder where the voice comes from. It's something I've never actually thought about. Is it just like some elemental sort of thing inside of his suit? Is there like a source where the voice comes from? Al's voice? I never actually thought about that. Because like, it's got to come from somewhere, right? And is it like his foot and it just echoes up and comes out? Is like, if you which part of his suit could you take away and the voice comes from? Because in situations, Al's head's popped off and the voice comes from the helmet. But just then, Al took his head off, but the voice came from the suit. So where does the voice actually come from? Can he change where the voice comes from?
Major!
What is it?
It's not good. A snowstorm.
We can't complete a snowbound march with this equipment. We have no chance of reaching the fort.
What do we do now?
This is a mining town, isn't it? Why don't we just go into the underground tunnels?
Huh?
What's wrong? I mean, this is a pretty large mine, right? So surely there's a tunnel that can take us beyond the mountains. I think.
That's it! Yugi!
Hey, give me some credit. This is what I did for a living.
He's right. The tunnels come out past the mountains.
Right. Once you run into Briggs soldiers, just hand them this. I've explained our arrangements, so you shouldn't have any trouble with them.
Thank you. But there's still the matter of the young Miss Rockbell. She can accompany us to the fort, of course. But when word gets out that she's missing, won't the Elric brothers be the first people they suspect?
We can handle ourselves.
Yeah, I hate to brag, but I've got a pretty smooth tongue, you know.
No, this is Kimberly we're dealing with. He's...
Look, Ed, it's no time for that kind of potty mouth talk. Focus, man, focus.
But I've got a pretty smooth tongue, you know.
No, this is Kimberly we're dealing with. He's very skeptical. He's automatically going to be suspicious of whatever you tell him.
Yeah, true.
I hate to be the one to suggest this, but, what do you think Kimberly would do if I was suddenly taken hostage by Scar?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. So are they recruiting these two weird flipping mutant dudes? They're gonna get them on their team? They're gonna get like some mutant guys on their team? Because they're quite tough, right? I mean, they took on Scar. Could be some like powerful allies if you could like convince them to work with you.
You want him to kidnap you?
Hold on, Winry. You're saying you want us to let him go?
Right. Scar runs away, carrying me. Then Ed, you and the others try desperately to stop him, or at least that's what you pretend to do. You understand?
You can't do that! You're crazy!
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I'm a hostage either way, so I might as well get to choose my captor!
But he's a mass murderer!
Al's right. There's no reason for you to be risking your life.
Don't you get it? It's time for you two to learn you don't have to do everything alone!
Make up your minds. The storm is coming in. If we don't hurry, we won't be able to get out of here.
I can see Kimberly's forces now.
Damn it! Scar, if you do anything to hurt her,
I won't harm the girl. I keep my promises.
Us too. Please, you have to take us with you too. I know you don't trust us, so I understand if you want to keep us tied up.
Kimberly shows no mercy to troops who fail to accomplish their missions. One way or the other, we're dead. Besides, we don't want to give up either.
I hope they're telling the truth, because it'd be kind of sweet if Al was able to convince these two fucking monstrosities that they're like, they could find their bodies and they become good. I have a funny feeling they are gonna like flip again, but I hope they don't.
How do we know you mean that? You realize if you do anything to obstruct us, the whole country could be destroyed, including your families and everyone you care about.
Wait, hold on! Just what are you saying? I don't understand. The Central Forces weren't told about any of this.
Please, we need to know more. What's going on?
You're sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone will feel a whole lot better if we're tied up.
All right, Scar. Give us a good performance.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm confused. They look normal, though. Like, can they just not turn into those things again? Like, can they not just go Bruce Banner? You know, don't turn into the Hulk.
And you will keep your oath. Your solemn word is a true-ish Valen.
Excuse me, miss. Your ears. Your earrings are made out of metal. If you don't take them out, you'll get frostbite.
Ed! You hang on to these for me. I'll see you back at the fort.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's a classic horror movie and anime cliche. It's amazing how much horror cliches and anime cliches is similar. You hold on to these. I'll see you at the fort. I don't like that. That's a big red flag for me.
We finally got Scar cornered, and now he's taking her hostage because of you!
I'm worried about what's happened to Zampano and Jerso.
There are two possibilities.
Zampano and Jerso, by the way. Those names, man.
Their Scar did the man, or they're out there in the snow.
The storm will have Scar trapped too.
We know he has to be somewhere in this town, sir. Since we're stuck here, we might as well start planning our next search. We got lucky. This storm really saved our hides. Please let them reach the fort safely.
Excuse me, Major. Briggs is on the line for you.
Yes, Miles here. What'd you say?
So it's true then? You're actually the daughter of the Doctor's Rockbell?
Yes, did you know my parents, Dr. Marco?
Of course I did. There isn't a single doctor who worked in Ishval that didn't know your parents' names. They did their duty without any regard to themselves.
I don't forgive your wanton murdering!
This is something you must abide.
How can I forgive the military for all that they've done?
I said nothing about forgiveness. There is no forgiveness for wanton murder.
Any good man must always condemn it. But still, you must abide it. You must sever the chain of hatred once and for all.
If hatred and fear are allowed to prevail, the world will be swallowed by them. But if ultimate understanding can be reached, we may still have a chance to be saved from ourselves.
God damn, FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood can be so freaking wise sometimes. It's true. I think too many people think you need to find forgiveness to find peace. You have to forgive someone's actions. Some actions aren't forgivable. And it's fine to understand that. And I feel like if you can learn to understand and like learn, like, what's the word? Because you can look at someone's actions and go, I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I can find peace in understanding that I won't forgive them. Something along those lines, and then you can still find comfort and peace in it. Like I said, you don't need to forgive everyone for everything, but I feel like that's something that so many people try to do. It's like, I forgive you. Some actions are beyond forgiveness, and that's fine. That's fine.
That is my motivation.
Just don't carry that hatred. Learn to let that hatred go, and just be like, it is what it is.
That's why I study alchemy.
His brother seems like an absolute legend, by the way.
Yep, this is it, all right.
Okay, what is this place?
The mine staff room. We need something from here. Now let's see. Ah, here it is. See? A detailed map of the tunnels.
Looks complicated. I can't tell what's what.
We go through here, here, and here, and we're out.
Impressive. You sure know how to read a map.
Oh, it's nothing.
At this rate, we should make it over to the other side of the mountain a lot quicker than we had first thought.
Excuse me, Dr. Marco. Are there any hints in those research notes you have about how we might try getting our original forms back?
At the moment, I can't say. It's a possibility, but this is a form of alchemy I know nothing about.
I'm sure you'll find a way, Doc. I can't wait to see my family again.
Are you really that eager to get back to the old ball and chain? I'm sure you miss your daughter, but I doubt you miss your wife.
What about you? You were such a lousy drunk your own son couldn't stand to be around you for more than 5 minutes. And you really think you'll be able to face him now?
You have to bring that up?
Are you all right, May? What's wrong?
It's just... my entire clan is waiting for me back in my country, but I don't think I can return to them. The Philosopher's Stone is made from sacrificing people's lives. No one should be allowed to create something so awful. If His Imperial Highness found out how to make one, he wouldn't hesitate a moment to do it. He'd be willing to sacrifice any number of our people. But we need it. What am I supposed to do now?
It's possible these notes contain what you're looking for, a humane secret to immortality. Let's hurry to the fort and figure out what they say.
Right.
What do you mean the fort is no longer safe?
I mean that General Armstrong's been summoned back to the Central Command Center. Troops sent from Central have begun invading Briggs in force. There's no doubt they're acting on the Crimson Alchemist's orders. When we were back at the fort, I noticed him making rather frequent phone calls.
This is bad. Without General Armstrong there...
A commander handpicked by Bradley will be posted in her place.
What do we do about WINRY?
Hiding her and the others will be difficult.
I don't understand it. So Olivia Armstrong, is just following orders? She knows everything's fucked up, but she was just like, okay, bye, and has gone back to Central? That doesn't sound like the Olivia we know.
If they're not careful, they're bound to fall into the enemy's clutches.
We have to find some way to warn them.
There's no way we can catch up to them in a storm this bad.
Oh yeah, they're going back to Briggs, not realizing Olivia's not there. They're basically just walking into a trap they don't even know has been set for them.
So we sit here and do nothing? I'll go tell them.
Don't go underestimating the storm out there, kid. You'll freeze to death before you come anywhere close to reaching them.
There is a way. Listen. Send someone who doesn't have a body. That storm won't freeze me to death. This is worse than I thought. Let's see. The marker. There!
Good point. I didn't actually think about that. That makes sense.
I can't see anything at all!
Shit. he imagining this? What's going on? Imagine after all this, Al gets his body back now in the middle of the fucking snowstorm.
What was that? Was it my body? But how?
I guess a body just can't hold up with someone else's soul being shoved inside of it.
A body? A body that shouldn't have a soul in it. It's being rejected? Does this mean my body is pulling on my soul? Stop it! Snap out of it! I have to hurry.
Alphonse Elric. Edward Elric. And also, there's von Hohenheim. Izumi Curtis. She's a possibility. That leaves one more.
It always seems to be, is it people who have seen the truth? People who have been presumed to see the truth? I remember I brought it up before, and you guys were like, no, it's not people who have seen the truth. But that's what I'm led to believe, right? Okay. Yeah, is that not what it is? That's what it feels like, right? People who have seen the truth. That's what it seems like it's leaning towards. We know both Ed and Al have. We know Izumi has. And we can presume maybe Van Hohenheim has as well. But I'm guessing they don't know too much about Izumi. Which is the first time we've heard Teacher's name in ages, man. And Teacher is the best. Why have we not heard anything about Teacher in ages? I'm so excited to see Teacher again. Teacher's such a cool character. Who would be the fifth one? Who would be the fifth one? Who else? Dr. Marco? Has Dr. Marco seen it? Dr. Marco could be potentially. That's where my money would go, right? I'm trying to think of anyone else. Dr. Marco. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Him, right? He got to be the fifth one, right? Interesting. So Olivia's on her way to Central. I'm surprised she went willingly, but maybe she's got a plan up her sleeve we don't know about. What does that mean for her fort? What does that mean going forward? I don't know. What's Olivia gonna do? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's such a random thing. I'm surprised she left. Like I said, she must have a plan, but it just seems a bit odd. Al's been going into the snow, but his body seems to be tugging on his soul. Is that not a good thing? Should Al not be like leaning into that? Could that not be a key into getting his body back just naturally after a certain period of time? If he just lets his body tug on his soul, would he not just be pulled back into his body and then can leave wherever his body is? I don't know how it works. Maybe? I don't know. That's something I haven't been told, so it's just a guess. And now everyone else is pretty much stuck while the snowstorm's going on, and the other guy's using those tunnels to get back. We don't know too much about May. We don't really know much about her family or what she's doing. We know everyone from Xing is looking for to be immortal, but we don't know too much about May, like specifically May. Ling we got much more of a story about, but May's a really young girl. What the hell is she even doing there? Like, they've been kind of vague about her story. Maybe in the manga there's a lot more, or FULLMETAL Alchemist is a lot more, but I feel like we really are kind of clueless on her. And we haven't seen anything of Ling in ages, and we are getting closer and closer to the end. So I can imagine things are going to start pointing at the ultimate point, which is why we just saw Father then setting up his plans for his 5 sacrifices. He's got 4 possible ones, but he doesn't have the last one. My guess is it's going to be someone important we don't know about. Someone close to the main characters. So WINRY, maybe, but I don't know how. But that'd be my guess. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Dr. Marco is the one that makes the most logical sense, but I don't know if he's going to be the one. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. I'm really curious to see where this goes. I really am. And press subscribe if you watch the video the whole way through. Like the video, comment, all that stuff. But more importantly, just have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my friends, see me in the next video.